EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Arizona Cardinals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's the option. The pitch to Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
He's across midfield.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter with Cook. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
The kicker on.
Justin Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Is the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
The kicker on.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And 4.
From the gun on third down, Murray going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play on third down for the Cardinals. 46 yards.
23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First quarter with the score Vikings 14, Cardinals 7.
2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
An extra point good by Prater. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete to Travis Kelce.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 2.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
1st down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They run the option on second down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Murray. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And Murray will run it here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Cook. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Minnesota.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Sure. We taking wins.
Now Pollard. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Check like 21. You must be dreaming. Hey, check like 21. Like 21. Check like 21. Hey, come on, come on.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Very costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
This one brought in by Jefferson. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
And his kick is good.
The game at 21 apiece.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And these 2 teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's the option. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
At the 40-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 33 yards that time.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play. And now
that's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings 21.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
44-yard line. A gain of 13. Brings up 2nd and
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Cook able to escape. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now for the point after.
Extra point.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Run for Pollard. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28.
Makes the score Cardinals 35. Vikings.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24.
The ball carrier.
That one 28 yards on the ground. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Again, it's Cook. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Cook, they'll try and run it. They'll try and run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Cardinals 35.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put it into this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Arizona, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.